Hello and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Marwa Mohkam Sheikh. Welcome to Naramis. When you think about global cinema milestones, one film instantly comes to mind: Parasite. In 2019, Joon-ho's masterpiece didn't just impress critics, it rewrote history. At the 92nd Academy Awards, Parasite walked away with 4 Oscars, including Best Picture. And let's not forget, it was the first non-English language film to ever claim that honor. For those who have seen it, the hype feels more than justified. And if you haven't yet, honestly, you're missing out on one of the sharpest commentaries on class and society ever put to screen. But here's the thing. While Parasite may have been the film that finally made the world pay attention, South Korea's cinematic rise didn't start in 2019. The story actually goes back a few decades, to the 1990s. At that time, South Korea was emerging from years of military rule. With democracy came a loosening of censorship laws, and suddenly, filmmakers had more creative freedom than ever before. That shift alone would have been significant. But what really changed the game was money. Corporate giants, names we usually associate with electronics or cars, like Samsung, Daewoo, and Hyundai, started investing heavily in film. And that investment laid the foundation for the creative explosion we see today. New players emerged: CJ Entertainment, Showbox under the Orion Group, and Lotte Entertainment. These companies reshaped the entire industry. So what makes South Korean films stand out so much on the global stage? It comes down to their storytelling. Unlike many film industries that stick to safe formulas, Korean directors are fearless experimenters. They bend genres, break expectations, and often blend tones you'd never think could work together. Take, for instance, Bong Joon-ho's The Host. It's part monster movie, part family drama, and somehow also a political critique. Or look at Park Chan-wook's Oldboy, a revenge thriller that pushes moral boundaries while delivering some of the most unforgettable imagery in modern cinema. These films don't just entertain. They challenge, they unsettle, and they linger in your mind long after the credits roll. Over the years, the country has produced some of the finest talent in the world. Think of Choi Min-sik, whose performance in Oldboy remains legendary. Or newer stars like Lee Jong-suk, who has captivated both domestic and international audiences. Titles like Train to Busan, The Handmaiden, The Call, and the historical horror fusion Kingdom have all found enthusiastic audiences well beyond Korea's borders. And then of course came Squid Game in 2021. That series wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. For months, it was impossible to escape the references, the memes, the conversations about it. With visionary directors, daring screenwriters, and actors capable of captivating audiences anywhere in the world, the country has carved out a place at the very center of global cinema culture. And here's the exciting part. The momentum does not seem to be slowing down. If anything, it feels like we're only at the beginning of what Korean cinema can offer. So the next time you're scrolling, looking for something to watch, maybe skip the predictable Hollywood blockbuster. Try Korean film instead. Chances are, you will find yourself surprised by the stories they're telling. Do let us know what you think about the rise of Korean cinema in the comments below. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.